You're someone who wants to live a very purposeful, aligned life. And you know that there are things blocking you from being the best version of yourself. And this is because you have had a challenging childhood. And you're still currently replaying patterns and cycles from this challenging childhood that make you question yourself, that make you doubt yourself, doubt your intuition, doubt your worth. They keep you in cycles of fearing being seen and just not making the forward momentum that you need in your life, whether that's in your business, your relationships, your self-love journey. You've probably done some healing work or are familiar with shadow work, inner child healing, but you really haven't had a transformation that you really want to have with your healing work, and you really want to bridge the life that you have right now with the life that you're destined to have, because you know that you're destined for more. Even if you doubt that, I know you know it. You wouldn't be called to this video. You wouldn't be called to my work. You wouldn't be called to this vibration if you weren't somebody who had a deeper purpose. So I want to share with you how to heal yourself, because it's time for you to go a layer deeper into your journey. Because when you're not seeing the results you want in your life and you're not becoming the version of yourself that you want, it's absolutely represents the fact that you have deeper emotional wounds and deeper emotional blocks that are playing themselves out in your life. Every belief system you have, every story you have about why you can't do something, why you can't make it, is because of a deeper why. There is a deeper why. This is childhood traumas, this is generational traumas, this is soul traumas, okay? And when we're talking about manifesting, creating your best life, we can't do it when we have subconscious wounds. We have to bring them up to the forefront. And so I'm going to help you. My name's Grace. I specialize in trauma, subconscious healing. I help you identify and heal things that are holding you back from being your best self through subconscious healing and through my tools called my transformational healing techniques. I want to let you know that I have a free training that I just dropped. It's called Healing Your Deeper Why. And this is literally teaching you step by step, as I would in a coaching call, how to identify and get to the root of the things that are holding you back, the beliefs, the traumas, the wounds that are holding you back. And it's a free training. It's worth a good amount of money. And I've shared these techniques with thousands of people. It is the first thing I do with my clients before I do anything. And I'm also guiding you through practice to begin deepening and really healing after you identify, healing those emotional wounds. So you get all of that for free by signing up for it below. It'll be sent right to your email, no strings attached. Of course, if you want to deepen into coaching after that, it's totally up to you, but the training will change your life if you implement it. So check that out below. And please like and subscribe if you support this channel. Thank you so much for being here. So you have things right now, and then I will go over this in the training. You have things that you might know some of what's blocking you, and you might have some areas of your life that are doing all right. You know, you might be doing all right, but you're like, okay, what do I do? These things are continuing to play out, and I don't know how to get out of them. Well, what's the deeper why? What emotions are underneath this experience for you? You keep attracting the same experiences because there is a deeper why. There is a deeper wound. And every belief system you have about yourself that your ego says is true. Because if you're anything like me, you're someone who is hyper independent. You're used to doing things on your own because of your upbringing. So you feel like, oh, I can just do it myself. That's holding you back. Your ego has been taught to tell you, you have it all together, you're going to be fine no matter what. But the truth is, your ego is blocking you. That story doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't work. That story doesn't serve you anymore, and it doesn't work. Okay? So what stories are you playing right now that are keeping you in the same loops, cycles, patterns, actions that are creating feelings of disconnection. When you feel disconnected, it's because you are adopting actions that stem from belief systems and traumas that, are keeping you disempowered, are keeping you debilitated, are keeping you in the same things. So you have to decide you're not going to accept it anymore. You have to decide that you're willing to humble yourself in front of yourself, and so that you can choose new patterns to depend on. Choose new patterns to invest in. Choose the version of yourself that is connected. What would your soul connected version of yourself do? What would the soul connected version of themselves do? They would choose not to shrink in the face of adversity. They would choose not to shrink into relationships that feel bad. They would choose not to shrink. But you know what that takes is a willingness to work on healing, to work on facing. Your soul is underneath the belief systems and the wounds that you have. Your true self that is limitless is underneath these things. Absolutely underneath them. So that means it's something that you can uncover. It's not some sort of mystery that you have to go to the top of the fucking mountain to figure out what's going on. You have to go deeper inside of yourself to figure out what's going on. Right? Because the thing with your health, the chronic pain you might be dealing with, the karmic relationship you keep accepting, whatever, all represents the same wounds, and they're playing out everywhere. Everywhere. They're playing out in every area. And it could have been something as small as, or as big as, but also small as you just, feeling bullied at school. Now you're not going for your dreams because those belief systems were instilled at a young age, right? We got to do the reprogramming. We got to go deeper. You can't journal. You can journal about it. It'll get you only so far. You got to do the deeper healing work. So stop convincing yourself that you don't know what to do. Stop convincing yourself that you don't know what path to take. You do know what path to take. You're intuitive by nature. You're already gifted, and you do know that. You do know that you're gifted. You do know that you're worth more. But your smaller self is going to convince you that you don't know. And you have to decide if you're going to sit there and take that. You're going to have to decide if you're going to sit there and take that. Because you're going to be stuck in the same place as you are right now next year if you don't take action and work on yourself now and bridge yourself from this life that you are in right now to the life that you want to be in. Because your higher self is waiting for you on the other side of your fears and on the other side of your woundings. All right? So choose yourself. Choose yourself. It's time to choose yourself. It's time to learn how to do that. It's time to return to who you really are. Stop bullshitting, all right? Check out my free training, guys. This is going to be the sauce. You won't be disappointed. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain, all right? So I love you. Thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon, okay?